Hello, 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 and welcome back to Timmy Talks. Hope y'all had a good Tuesday. Mine was kind of slow, a little busy, but it's over with. Day is made. Hope you all, like I just said, is doing well. So tonight I want to talk to you all about perfectly imperfect, and I want to shout out to my Twinkie for this shirt. So with that title, perfectly imperfect, because that's what we all are. And we're all down here striving to be like Christ, right? Right. So, anyway, so none of us are perfect. None of us are better than the next person. Because, like I just say, we're all down here striving to live each day, you know, as God would have us to live our life, like Christ, right? So, I wanted to kind of talk about people in our lives, okay? So let's just say people meaning your mother, your father, sister, brother, cousin, husband, whatever those titles are that was created way before when, and that we call to what they are, because some of them are biological, some of them are, what's the saying? What is the saying when they say you can but you're not can? Um, extended family, family that has adopted you into the, like me, I had a family in Dallas when I lived in Dallas that took me in. I felt as their own, which I consider family. So like, but we're not blood related. Relationship, our relationship made us family, our connection. So when you have those kind of people, some people are closer to people that they're not biologically blood kin to than people that they aren't. It's a fact. It's a statistic somewhere out there. Google it. I don't know. And but I mean, if you're watching this, you know that you have someone that is not connected to you by blood, that you are closer to people that are. Whether it be a half blood, meaning I don't consider anything half in my family. I wasn't raised up like that. That's not how I treat people in my family that are like, let's say for instance, so I have siblings that are not by my mother and siblings that are not by my father. So I treat them as my siblings, nothing more, nothing less. I don't say, oh, that's my half sister, or that's my half brother, or that's just my mama child, or that's my daddy child. No, this family is family. So anyway, so when I was thinking about those relationships, it wasn't until I was an adult that I found out that people that have those titles in our life could hurt us, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. And it blew me away. Still today, as an adult, I struggle with people being people. Make sense? So my thing is that let's take titles away. Let's take titles away. Let's say your mother's not your mother. Your father's not your father, even though they're born you in this world. Let's go to the character of the human being. Because by nature, that's who they're going to be, no matter their relationship to you. So what I have come to realize as an adult and struggle with it for a few years, is in my life is that people gonna be who they are, no matter their relationship to you. So it's like it's up to us as humans to be able to navigate down here with these human beings that we feel like, oh my God, they would never do that to me. And they exactly did. Oh my God, they would never say that to me. And look if they said that. Whereas for you have somebody that you're not related to by blood, but we're all related. We all come from the same thing. When we leave here, we come in the same way. Not the same way we got here, but we're going to leave here all one way. You know, when you either going to leave here kicking or screaming, whatever the case may be, or you gonna just, I don't know, God, just, in my sleep, that's the conversation me and him have had over years, you know, you know, and to go to that off topic a little bit, death is not for people that's dying, it's for the people that's living, because you're gonna have to figure out how to navigate in life without whomever that person is. And that's another thing, we'll talk about that another day. Grief can be so hard. Okay, but anyway, so back to the subject at hand. So I feel like, You know, we always say, oh, they would never do that. Oh, that's my sister. That's my mama. That's my daddy. That's my twin. Even me, I'm a twin. So, but you people are going to be people to their core being, whomever that person is. You know, whether it could be a very good person, a nasty person, have an attitude, you know, it's just, it could be a collection of things. So, you know, and what I've realized and what I try to live with is that how people feel about me, it used to bother me. When I tell you bother me, I was a mess. I mean, if you didn't like me and I knew you didn't like me, if I could do anything to try to change that perception, I did my best that I could, if you're watching. But if you don't like me, that's something that I don't have control of. I can't change who I am. I am who I am to my being. Whether you think that's a good person or a bad person. But, I mean, I'm timid, so you know I'm a good person. Of course. Yes. Anyway, little plug. But lip gloss popping, plain kisses. So you ordered today? Did you order plain kisses on Instagram? Okay, anyway. So, and I'm looking at myself in the glass and in a reflection with these glasses, child. They cute, huh? I got them from Shein. So anyway, and like I say, I struggle with that for a very long periodical time. If you know, you know. I've struggled with that for a very long time with getting people to feel a certain way about me until I had to go to God. And I was like, God, I know I can't be this bad. Like, I know it's too many people saying these things about me, where this one person or two persons is, you know, feeling some other type of way that I don't know why. And I had to pray and I asked God, that's not your opinion. It's not, it doesn't validate who I am. Let's start there. You know, how you feel is just that, how you feel. Now, I'm not the type of person where I don't care still to this day, because certain things still do kind of bother me, because you never want to be perceived as a nasty person, or a person with an attitude, or this or that, or whatever the case may be. But if it's really something that I know that I'm not, and I know God has told me who I am, baby, I have to go to sleep. I do not care. I don't lose no sleep on that, because somebody gonna always have something to say. Always. It just depends on how you're going to react. And me, Timmy, I'm going to bed. I'm going to sleep. If you know, I'm going to take a nap, because I don't have time for that. Because what I have realized in my adult life and in my current, you know, circumstances, that it's not me you have the problem with. It's a you problem. It's a character problem. And until you check your heart to see what's really the problem, then you're going to be all right. And then you're going to come out and be like, girl, hey, girl, what's going on? Hey. Then we'll know. Because no, if I ain't did you nothing, what's the problem? It's in the inside. It's their character. It's something in their heart. Check your heart. You know, when they say, you know, have you done this today? You drunk your water, you washed your face, you blowed your nose, did you clean your ear, your navel? You know, check your heart while you at it. Ask God, like, why do I feel like this? Why I feel like this towards this person? Do I got a little jealousy somewhere inside of me? Do I wish I had something? Because promise you, it's nothing that I have that I want anybody to be jealous of. Nothing. Because everything is not what it seems to be. But if somewhere in your heart you feel like, oh, this is that, or this should be that, or this is that, or whatever the case may be, you'll harbor that. And you'll carry that on and you'll spew it out on people. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, back to the, you know, perfectly imperfect. I'm not perfect. By well, long shot, not at all. Nothing about me is perfect. But I do try and I strive. And this is something that my grandmother told me a long time ago, and it has stuck with me. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I'm not going to do you nothing I wouldn't want you to do to me. Now, whether people believe that, that's like I say, your opinion that's just that. But I know deep down in my heart that I'm not treating nobody the way that I would, wouldn't want to be treated. Now, have I done things in my life that I wasn't proud of? Have I said things in my life yes, and you have too. Probably saying it out while you watching, but that's okay. You watching, and I appreciate that. Did you bring your sister, cousin, friend back with you? Bring her next time. Bring her Thursday. I'll talk to her Thursday. But I mean, seriously, like, those problems be people problems. That's a character problem. That's something inside of you. You need to find what that is and deal with it. Because what's going to happen is half of the people, just half, let's just say it's 5. Let's say it's 10 people in your life that you can think of. Let's say 5. I say 5. I ain't going to be that drastic. 4. 2 of those people, they need to, they gonna have to get it together. Like, they gonna, 2 of them, I'm sure it ain't even got nothing to do with you. I'm knowing it. I can just tell, because it's too many different influences in the world now. Because see, when I was growing up, we're in the social media area, and in this area that we're living in today, when I got social media, I was working at Earl Calhoun Hospital. And I never forget, one of my workers that I was working with, and I don't know if you ever see this, Glenn, he was on Facebook. Now, he was going to Southern. I said, what is Facebook? I was still on MySpace, child. Baby, I was on MySpace in 2000 and, Lord, was it 9? 7? I think 7, 2007. I was on, maybe 2008, maybe 2009. Anyway, so I was on MySpace. I ain't know nothing about a Facebook because it was created for college students. Even them many years ago. And I said, what you on? And he told me. And I said, right there back there in my office. And I made me a Facebook page. And I've had Facebook that long. And what is it now? 2024. Now, I haven't been on Facebook in about 2 years. Because social media is not how it used to be way back then. Like, social media now, it grabs you and sucks you in. And it's just, depending on what you're going on there for, you'll find it. To me, Twitter is nothing but a porn site. But they don't call it Twitter no more. They call it something else. I don't even remember what it's called now. But, I used to love to be on Twitter. But now, Instagram, I think I got Instagram. I was 27 years old. Because that's my name on Instagram. Somebody had my name. I don't know who the other Timmy is out there, but my daddy named me Timmy, and he spelled it like that. So that's how I spell it. Some people be spelling it T-I-M-M. It's T-E-M-M-Y. Timmy. Thank you, Daddy. So, and I put my age on it. That's how I know how long I've had it, and I've never changed my name. That's always been my handle on Instagram, Timmy27, and that is that's how long ago I've had it, and it's a long time ago. So when I got Instagram then, social media was still different. You would just go on there and post a picture. That's it. Now, you can go on both of those apps and be whoever you like to be. Now, YouTube back then was an app where you would see videos and people was doing things, but I ain't know nothing about that. I wasn't getting in front of no camera. I always said I wanted to do this when this became a thing to do, but I never did it. I was too afraid. I was just as nervous. I had a list. I still kind of have a list. If you could, like, if I'm talking real fast, you'll see it. And I would say, people gonna make fun of the way I talk. People gonna do, child, not at the age I am, baby. I don't care what you say. But are you listening? Can you hear me? So, I had all kind of these insecurities. Oh, what if they don't watch it? What if they're not gonna listen to God? What if they're not gonna receive it? Somebody out there will. And that 1 or 2 person will satisfy my little heart. Because if you know what that's exactly, I will be so happy. Be like, thank you so much. Because what I've learned to know in my life is that how you make a person feel, they'll never forget it. They'll never forget. They might forget you told them, they was fat. They might forget and told them that you was ugly. But how you made them feel in that moment when you said those words, it's going to carry them for the rest of their life. And I still have things in my life like that I struggle with. But, not with insecurities or nothing like that. Baby, I got too much confidence. Not, baby, because I don't care. I don't give a, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't I don't. I've lived too much life. I've seen too many things that to where what you think of me or what you call me gonna affect the way I live my life. It's not. It's not. Because you're gonna get over it. Eventually you'll get over it. You know? And likewise, I will too. But anyway, so I was studying and thinking about, what I want to talk about, and, the character of people and how people are not perfect. We're all imperfect, beings trying to live down here together, and treat people the way Christ would treat them. And sometimes that's hard. That's very hard to try to love somebody that's unlovable. And you say, what's unlovable? Somebody that's unlovable, exactly what it means. Somebody that's nasty, that in everything you do, they're never satisfied. You can gave them the moon. The moon. And they looking for Jupiter. Jupiter? Really? You ain't satisfied with the moon I just gave you? Oh, girl, please. You doing too much now. So you got the moon, and now you mad because I won't give you Jupiter. What you gave me? Mars over there? Venus? What you? Saturn? Nothing? No, oh no. You just want me to give. And you have those people in your life too. But we'll talk about that another day. But my point is that you have to, in the Bible it says, and I'm not trying to come on here and Bible people, y'all, and Bible you to death, but if you know me, most of 85% of me, 95, Lord, just 5%, God is everything to me. So I told friends and people that know, these are true stories. I have had a drink in one hand and talking about God out this mouth. That's reality for me. I have read my Bible while drinking wine. You ain't no better than me. You done worse than that. However, God is a part of me. So no matter what situation I'm in, circumstances I'm in, environment I'm in, I carry him inside of me. So he gonna spew out. And it's natural. So if you know me, you know that. It's natural. I don't care what we doing. And some of my friends can attest is we've been doing some things. And I'm sitting here talking about God. Tamika, what is you doing? Timmy, my real name is Tamika. If some of y'all don't know, but anyway, it's not a secret. I don't have secrets. But if it's not your business, it's not your business. But you can know my name, my real name. But I go by Timmy. So anyway, so my thing is that I want you to understand is that back to the character person and the being of that human being. So if it's your husband, if it's your wife, if it's your sister, if it's your brother, your cousin, whomever they are as a person is who they're going to be to you, no matter the relationship. So, oh yeah, they may love you and do this and, oh, I'm there for you, but who they are naturally is just who they are. So if they're a hummonger, if they're a cheater, if they lie, whatever the situation may be, why do you think they're not going to do the same thing to you? Eventually. Not probably all at once or not right away. And some of y'all tell lies y'all don't even owe people. The truth is so free. Like, it doesn't cost anything to tell the truth. It's free. Just like this, when you come back, bring your cousin. Just another little plug. I don't know how this supposed to go. But yeah, it's free. And some of y'all be lying for no reason. I got somebody close to me that always lie. I be like, Lord, why is you lying? You ain't owe nobody that lie. Quit lying. Change your life. I love you though. Yeah, but don't get caught up in or get your feelings hurt thinking that because of the relationship they are to you, that they're not going to lie to you. They're not going to lie on you. Been there, done that. They're not going to, put you in certain situations. They're going to be who they are. And you have to be okay with it. Prime example, I give you a theory that I have in my mind. So before I was born, my parents were already born. Parents, grandparents, some of my siblings were already born. They were already living here on this planet, on this God green earth, green, white, whatever color, flat, round earth. I'm not arguing with you. Whatever, however you think. I grew up knowing the earth is round. Now, if it's flat, hey. So, they were already living here. So, when I got here, when me and my twin got here, these people was already doing their thing. What they was doing, I have no clue. It's not for me to know. I wasn't here. It don't even matter. But as humans, we feel like something before we was even created is our issue or our burden or our cross to bear. And it's not. Because those individuals were already here trying to live like God, live like Christ, I hope, I would imagine. I'm talking about my parents and my grandparents. I'm talking about nobody else out of mine. So live like natural good citizens. And I think they both were. And I think they are too good citizens. Both of my parents. You know, they were working. They worked all their life. One of them is still working, you know, after retiring. So things that they have done don't have nothing to do with me. You know, some of it can almost, because, you know, people with the, you know, the mind thing of, you know, generational curses, this, that, whatever, you know, all this. I tie into some of that because it is biblical. However, I don't consume on it, don't feed over, because I and God broke all curses over my life. So I'm good. You know, I don't harbor anything that has happened before me because I can't control it. I can control what's right here in front of me. Like I have some thing over there, anything, jacket. I can't reach that. Why am I worried about that? If I try to reach that from here, stretching my arm that is not long, it's a short arm. I have short arms. Try to stretch to get that from over there. You know how hard that's going to be? Y'all going to see me flip over, fall over, trying to worry about something that's way over there out of my reach. That's how we got to do about life. We can't worry about what's out of our control. If it's not in your 2 feet, 2 steps, right, we can't reach it. We'll live better lives. We'll live peaceable lives. We will. Now, some people might not agree with that because you may feel like, you know, in the Bible also how it says, you know, how, you know, they pay for the sins of the mothers and the fathers and the blah, 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 and the blah, 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 somewhere along them lines. Somebody said it a long time ago. I don't really know, but I don't think that's the kind of God that we serve. Not that I serve, because, you know, things that I have happened to me in my life, I feel is a direct result of how I live my life, how I treat people. The things that come to me is because of the things that I have done. So, you know, you spew out bad, you get bad. So what the man reap it, so what he sow. What you sowing? You know, I have had things I had to work on. Attitude. Because, baby, this face, still, to this present day at January 30, 2024, I look at you and, what? Lord, help me. Fix my face. Because if I can't get it out of my mouth, this face will let you know. It'll let you know. So, be kind. If you are a person that is, you know, your character, God is the only one that's going to be able to change who you are to your core and show you new ways to live and thrive out here with other people. Only God. I can't change nobody. And ladies, thinking you're changing me, we'll talk about that another day. But we cannot change who people are. A lot of ways and characteristics that humans have is by upbringing, environment, you know, how you was raised is a direct reflection of who you are. That's what I think. You know, if you was raised hooping and hollering and screaming and hollering, that's all you gonna do. Please, you know. Now, I talk loud. I talk really, really loud. I can talk loud. I can laugh loud. So that's not what I'm meaning. But I'm saying, like, in the environment of what you had to endure as a child, or even now, still as a grown adult, can reflect who you are. Now, I've heard the saying, when people get this changed them. No, it doesn't. It don't change them. It magnifies them to the core. Whoever they are to the core. Now, they could have put on this facade that they was this way, but when change comes, it magnifies whoever they truly are. So people always say, no, oh, you changed. No, I didn't change. I grow. We're supposed to grow every day. You're supposed to grow every day. You're not supposed to remain the same. Now, some things about us is going to remain the same. But you're supposed to grow, meaning in your life, in your whether in your relationships, in your career, your job, schooling, whatever it is, you always want to be growing, not staying the same. Nothing is wrong with being the same, but it has to be, it's different levels to remaining the same. And we'll talk about that another day where I can break it down and tell you what I mean. But what I'm, like, if because I'm a type of person that nothing about me really normally changes. Like, I do almost the same thing. I don't always frequent the same places, but for the most part, I do the same exact thing. I'm working different hours and times now, but I still do the same thing. So I'm going to church on Wednesdays. I'm going to church on Sundays. I mean, things like that. My routines never change. I do my grocery shopping on certain days. I do my grocery food shopping, household shopping at the same time. Like, those things about me don't change. That's my routine. Now, I change it up every now and again if something comes up, or if I didn't get to do something or something like that. So I'll change it up like that. But for the most part, my kind of life is kind of like the same. It's kind of boring, really, to be honest. Not that boring, but just a little bit. So I did want to, leave something with you all, and about life, and about trying to change your character. And everything is biblical to me. And it says, now I do like the Messenger version of this, but I do like the King James, because I grew up on King James before all of this other stuff was created. And that's just what it was. It was created for other people to understand, or to take away from take the interpretation out of what God said, to make you understand it better, or in another layman's term. You got the New Life Creation Version, or whatever it's called. Messenger, I kind of really like Messenger, but some of it, when I do the, compare the two, I'd be like, it'd be up in the air for me, but I'm no Bible scholar. I'm just telling you about what I feel, what I've come to terms with from read King James Version Bible 3 times. So when I compare them, when I'm studying, I'm like, I ain't really get a revelation out there. But we're not gonna talk about that. But I'm just saying, that's how, when I read, and I, so in Ephesians 22:24, 22, Ephesians 4, have mercy. Ephesians 4:22-4. I'm sorry. Now in King James, it says that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. That's 22. And then in 23 it says, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And then it says again in 24, it says, and that ye put on a new man, which after God is created in righteousness and holiness. So in all, we want to live like God. We want to be God. We want our lives to reflect like Christ. We want to try our best. Now, the Messenger version, it says, take on an entirely new way of life, a God-fashioned life, a life renewed for from the inside and working itself into your conduct as God accurately reproduces his character in you. So it's kind of almost the same, but it's not for all three verses, 22 through 24. It just, I feel like this verse here is really speaking to 23 and 24. A little bit about 22. So I guess you can sum it up, but to me, I just feel like I like to read both to kind of get a better understanding of, what they was trying to convey to the listeners or to the readers, but then what thus says the Lord, which is the King James Version, which was written by different disciples in the Bible. So, and then I want to also say that the results you achieve will be in direct proportion to the effort that you apply. And Dennis Waitley said that. So just think about that. The results that you achieve, we're talking about our character, will be in the direct proportion to the effort you apply. Now, you can apply that to almost anything in your life. Whatever you put in it, you're going to get out of it. So try to be a better human being. Try to change your character to be like Christ and love people. And always remember that people are going to be people. Like Maya Angelou say, someone show you who they are, you believe them, because they're not going to stray from who they showed you. Now, if they've been trying to hide and live this certain life and treat you a certain kind of way on these days, and then on them they just flip the script on your flesh, you'd be like, who is that? Who in the world is that? That's who they are. That's who they are. 85% of the time, that's who they are. Yes, some people have different issues, but that's who they are. So, I don't want to hold you all up too much of your time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you come back on Thursday and bring your sister, cousin, friend. And y'all have a good night. Timmy.